Alright, it's
I got
filming.
class at too. So, yeah. Let's see. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, this dream. It starts off with me, my homie Nick,
So you want to film it this
White
time?
Mike.
My arm's getting tired.
Alright. And my homie White Mike, Gary, and Steven and Jesse. And we're all at my aunt's old apartment. And we're at the vending machine over there. And my friend, my friend Jesse says, like, hey, like, I think we shouldn't be here so long. They got cameras over here. So we just started walking. And right when we were about to cross the street, I realized I forgot something. So I go back. And the minute I went back, I blacked out. And then I ended up, and all of a sudden I ended up in my friend's apartment. Her and her boyfriend in the bed. I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? And she said, you're here to protect us. Like, protect y'all from who? Yeah. She's like, the bad guys. I'm like, and then she pulls out a chrome shotgun, chrome double barrel shotgun from the sheets. I'm like, why do you need me to protect you from the bad guys when you have that chrome shotgun? And then all of a sudden the dude comes in like give me I'm gonna take your life and your money. And then and then all of a sudden she said, are you gonna be taking this motherfucker? Cocks a gun back and just shoots the dude. He goes flying, and his blood just smeared the wall like jelly on toast, pretty much.
Jelly on toast.
And then after the dude got shot, all of a sudden I hear a crash in the hallway. So I went to go investigate that, and I see a bunch of mobsters. And one shot at me but missed. I'm like, oh hell no, I gotta get up out of here. And then so I go to this corner and like I try to go in their bathroom, and I guess it was blocked up by these speakers. But for some reason I tried to get in, but it was just I didn't want to make any noise, so I'm like, oh fuck, I'll just hide in the corner. And then let's see. And then all of a sudden I see my friend's boyfriend comes up to the spot where I'm hiding. I'm like, dude, what the hell are you doing? You're gonna get us caught. And then all of a sudden dude just comes out of all of a sudden these monsters come out of nowhere. One of them points a gun to my cheek. They're like, yeah, time to die, motherfucker. And then he shoots me in my cheek, and then points a gun to my side and shoots me right there. And then all of a sudden I blacked out right after he shot me in my side. And then I wake up in my mom's friend's daughter's apartment. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? She's like, yeah, what are you doing here? I'm like, geez, you must have saved me or something. That's why I'm here, you stupid bitch. And then we just went back at it and we started cussing at each other. And all of a sudden I remember her just walking to the room, walking out the room. I'm like, yeah, you better not come back, you bitch-made ass motherfucker. And then, in like a few minutes, I was just laying in the bed for like a good 3 minutes, and all of a sudden, these two fine black chicks come in. One had the same skin tone complexion as me, and one was light skinned. And they came in like, hi, Tonye. I'm like, hey, how's it going? And we just started talking. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I just grabbed the dark-skinned chick, sat her on my lap. And then for some reason, I pulled her pants down to reveal this. And she had this lime green thong on. And then all of a sudden I threw her on the bed and started sucking on her butt cheeks. Yeah. I did that for like a good 30 minutes. Yeah, pretty much a good 30 minutes. And after I finished, I looked to her friend and said, hey, you know you're next, right? And she looked at me, she's like, yeah, I know I'm next. I'm ready. And then I turned to the black chick over and started eating her out from the front. Well, she still had her panties on for some reason. And for like a good 10 minutes I did that, and I stopped. And right when I was about to get started with the light-skinned chick, I pulled her pants down. She had this black lace thong on. But then right when I did that, I blacked out again. It ended up at an arcade with my friend Daniel and Jake. So I go up to my friend Daniel. I'm like, what's the matter? He's like, I don't know, I want to go to the Nick arcade. I'm like, dude, this arcade's like 10 times better than the Nick arcade. And he's like, I don't know, I just want to go to the Nick arcade. I'm like, alright, let's go to the Nick arcade, you stupid motherfucker. So he
I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
And he takes off running.
I'll be right back.
And me and his cousin try to keep up with him. And then like we're running, and then we get this dark corner. All of a sudden I get hit by a rocket. But for some reason I didn't explode. And I look up and I see a dude with a rocket launcher. I'm like, oh hell no. So I took off running, and for some reason it felt like a video game. It was like I had to cycle through these weapons, but for some reason it wasn't working, so I said forget it, I'll just run. And I ended up on this helipad with these mobsters. And they said, hey Tonye, like we need you and your friends to go to Tioga and find some corrupted kids. And and beat up the corrupted kids that are at Tioga that want to destroy the school. I'm like, alright, I'll do that. So, and then all of a sudden I end up there. I see Nick, my friend Nick, Mike, White Mike, Gary, Jesse, Steven, just beating up on this one kid from the Tioga football team. And for some reason the back of his jersey said Francis. What the hell? So I just joined in and just started beating up the kid. And then we just beat the shit out of him. And then all of a sudden I hear Nick say, hey, there goes another kid over there. Let's get him. So Nick runs over there and gets him. So I come along with him. And me and him just stomp the shit out the kid. And then afterwards I see Nick get on a sky blue bike. He's all, hey Tonye, I'm gonna go find some more corrupted kids to beat up on. I'm like, alright man, you do your thing, homie. And then I turn around, I see 3 little middle school kids jump him. One took his bike, and the other 2 took his other stuff. So I run up to him, I'm like, dude, you alright? He's like, yeah man, don't worry about me. Just get the bike. And I'm like, alright man, I'll do that. So I'm like looking all over the school. I'm looking all over the school just to find his bike. And then all of a sudden I see the kid that took it way at the far end of the school. So I walk through the hallways, and out of nowhere I see Snoop Dogg and Nate Dogg sitting in the hallway. And then he's all, Snoop Dogg's like, hey, it's like, hey nephew, you looking for that little white boy that took that bike? He went somewhere down this hallway. He made a right. I'm like, alright man, alright, Big Snoop, thanks man. It's like, no problem nephew. And then I walk through the hallway. All of a sudden, the kilt pops up on me.
What's up, Scotty?
What's up? And then
I got you going, so I'm just saying hi.
Alright, see you, Scotty.
And then and all of a sudden, a kilt pops up on me. I'm like, what the hell? And some dude said, hey, I didn't know you were Irish. I'm like, dude, I'm not Irish. And then I started walking. I ripped up the kilt from that was on me. Well, don't trip. I wasn't naked or anything. I had some pants on. So I run over, and I see this kid, and I see the kid that took the bike laid out by this other kid. So I go up to the kid, pull out, Albert Hainsworth on him. And for those of you who don't know who Albert Hainsworth is, he's a Tennessee Titan player who stomped out one of my Dallas Cowboys during the game. So I pretty much did what he did to the kid. And then after I did that to him, I grabbed the bike, and the kid that beat up the other kid that took the bike, And he said, hey, man, what the fuck you doing? Like, I'm taking this bike. That's what I'm doing. He's like, nah, homie, you gotta get through me. Just get to that bike. And I'm like, all right, homie, let's do this. We're about to get ready to fight. And I turn around, and I see, like, no, this girl, she yells my name. So I turn around, and she says, look out. So I turn around again. I see the dude about to throw a haymaker at me. So I dodged it, threw like 3 hits on him, and then got him to the ground, put him in submission hold. I'm like, yeah, you gonna give me that bike now? You gonna give me that bike? He's like, yeah, man, I'll give you the bike. I give up, man. Take it. And then the dream ends right there. Oh, yeah, and drinks.